Wait, I need a shit.
God damn it, it's the first thing on the recording. Every time. I'm not editing this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Z Tier podcast. My name is Max, also known as Sir Galvanium. We live stream this podcast every Friday on Twitch. We're supposed to, air quotes, start at 4 o'clock PST.
Oh no.
And today we started a little late, so apologies for that. So, anyways, hi, I'm Max, also known as Sir Galvanium, and to my left normally is the lovely Dara Strix, but unfortunately today we have the Crass. That's your cue.
Hi, I'm Red Fox. I haven't started my stream yet, so can we just, hold off in a second, because there is a bit of a problem.
I started the recording. There's no stopping now.
Yeah, well, this can go on the recording.
Can't stop it now.
I will take
complete title your stream.
Responsibility for what's going on, because for some reason Streamlabs is the world's biggest piece of shit.
I'm going to do my introduction, my shilling then. Hi, I've said my name 3 times now. I'm Max. Welcome to the Z Tier podcast. Gonna say that one more time. I personally live stream this on Fridays at twitch.tv/SirGalvanium. You can also find me under that name on YouTube, on Twitter, on pretty much every social media platform, except for MySpace. Unfortunately, it was already taken on MySpace.
How can this be?
I didn't check that, so if anyone wants to quickly just take that on MySpace, that would be really appreciated.
Is that
Fred, are you alive yet?
I'm having a literal breakdown. I'm not having a breakdown. Don't anyone fucking accuse me. This is all content I'm not using.
So, anyways, let's just skip over to Melody.
No, I'm live. I got it. I did it.
Okay.
I did the sing.
I have Darstrix.
Oh, this is such a fucking shit show.
Darstrix.
Wait, Gizmo,
I've had
that
the
makes you
account
Red
since
Fox.
just on TV.
Why must you say horrible things about me like that?
Okay,
Why
so
mustn't
are we
you?
just gonna do a thing where we all just switch bodies? Okay.
Yeah, I went first, so I'm not someone else.
Now. We might as well keep going with it.
I'm Jacob.
Right.
Wait, I thought
hi,
Frosted. I thought you were
Fred.
Crystal and Frosted. Now are you Jacob and Crystal?
I guess
Who
if we're
exactly
doing
is
this-
everyone? Can we go over everyone's names?
Okay,
Okay.
so
Maybe in like a
I'm
structured format,
me,
like an introduction.
Melody is Dara. Fred, you got skipped over, so you're nobody. Gizmo is
Wait
Fred.
a minute. I've just got it
Arctic
running.
is
Don't be a
Gizmo.
prick.
Jungle is Arctic.
That's my job.
The empty seat doesn't count. Frosted normally does the introduction for Crystal when she's not here, and himself, which means he's 2 people, which means now he's Jacob and Crystal instead of Crystal and Frosted.
Oh.
Can we stop
Is
doing
it
this
bad?
random bullshit
I
so
already
say
have
my
enough
intro?
voices for split personality syndrome. I don't need a triple slit.
Wait, so if I'm Bread Fox, am I French bread?
Wait, no, let me fucking do my... Right, I've had enough of this Mary Kate and Ashley bullshit. Let me do my sodding intro.
Okay, Brett, go.
French bread.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Bread Fox. I am streaming on Twitch now, as to, to blow out that conspiracy theory that just happened. I'm gonna... I had a joke planned, but then these fuckers derailed it.
Worked
I
perfectly
guess-
for us.
Frosted likes locking up children.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Apologies for not doing this last week. We unfortunately had to cancel because Dara wasn't going to be available. A few other people weren't going to be available. I can't remember all the people who weren't going to be available. And I was locked in a Serbian prison, so Frosted had to come break me out, so we weren't available.
Oh.
And
Anyways,
we have something to add to this.
Oh, you have
There's a
something to add.
dirty traitor in the midst who is currently sat to the right of Max.
Gasp. Little Clark, how could you do this?
The
You
right of
betrayed
little
your
Clark, then.
creator.
Gasp. Frosted, how could you
Someone
do
My
this?
ditched
traitor.
us for another podcast, you prick. You must make a public
Oh, no,
apology now.
I was a guest.
We've got it.
I
He
don't
was
care
a
if you were
guest. That's the
guest or
first step to
main
being a
speaker.
regular. And once he's a regular, that's the next step to being a host.
Wait, you're not
We're a
talking
brand
about
now. You can't just go off running off without mentioning us. We're a brand. Hard work, sweat, and tears have gone into this.
Yeah, Frosted. I
Not a
literally
lot of my
cried over
tears.
this
I don't
podcast.
cry a lot.
You know, while I was stuck in that Serbian prison, I was crying because I was missing this. And then you bust in, and then immediately go to another podcast after you rescue me.
Disgusting.
Is that really the world you want to live in?
Appalling.
I
And
live in a lot of worlds.
you're not
A
even
lot of worlds with a lot of
taking
I'm not
any
even on Earth, but I
responsibilities.
live in a lot of worlds.
Oh, it's a good thing you're not on Earth. I hope you're not on Mars either, because these things roast pretty good.
I swear down, if you make a marshmallow joke, I'm going to hurt you.
Well, I wasn't going to until you said that. Anyways, anyone
That
want a
would've been good
marshmallow?
enough song to remember. Ha! So Melody, please introduce yourself. Oh wait, no, Brett, please introduce yourself.
I
Rock, paper,
just
I
did.
scissors.
already did.
Red just did
I
his
just did.
introduction.
Okay, Melody.
Fuck
Melody,
yes,
you're
I'll
up.
introduce myself again. I can use the content. Hi, my name is Broadfox 101.
Hey, Brett, can you do me a
Follow me on
favor and
Twitter.
shut the fuck up real quick?
Nah, it's not happening. Hi, I'm not shut the fuck up, and this is Max's angry
Shut the
streak.
fuck up, I'm dead.
Okay,
And I
Melanie,
didn't
you're
make
up.
that
Just
joke.
talk over Brett. He'll stop talking.
Just go for it. I'm done already. Been like 10
Okay.
minutes in.
Hi, I'm Melody or Mulity. You can follow me on any platform at that platform's name / I am Mulity, or specifically on Twitch because I couldn't get I am Mulity. I got Breadfox 101. It's twitch.tv/Breadfox101. So follow me there at Breadfox101. I stream every day of the week. Thank
I
you.
really don't, but
Gizmo.
alright.
That was a good chilling. You did good.
Alright, Gizmo, your turn. Don't vlog.
I'm Gizmo164. All the other platforms I use, Twitter, YouTube, and especially Twitch right now, I am back at streaming once again. It's been a very long time. I've been streaming for the whole week or so, and week before. So you can find me at Gizmo164 Twitch. I am the photographer for this for Frosted's Discord. What are you doing?
Frosted is violently assaulting people.
My hand does this thing because I'm located like my sensor's right here. So I'm too far underneath it, so occasionally I lose tracking. And I just zip across
That's fine.
because I'm sitting at my
Nice.
desk.
It was perfect
But-
timing though.
Oh, that was scared me. Saw hands go up.
I'm coming to get you, Gizmo. I'm coming to get you.
I don't like this. Anyway,
He has a very particular
Twitter.
set of skills.
I have none. This is good. So Gizmo164 at Twitter and Twitch. And that's pretty much it.
Right,
It's your
time
turn.
for someone else to plug.
Okay, Arctic, you're up.
Hi, I'm Arctic. I'm an avatar creator on VR chat, and I have nothing else to plug because I'm boring. On to Jungle Scott.
Well, there you
I'm
have it,
boring
folks. That
and
was
dead.
Arctic VR CAC, as Jungle likes to put it.
VR cat.
VR CAC.
Yay.
And speaking of
Oh, you
Jungle,
could've done
Jungle,
better.
your turn.
Could have done better, Brad.
All right. Hello everybody. I am I am a voice actor, Twitch clipper, and also Twitch streamer. You can find me on Twitch at JungleScott54. Also, you can find me on Twitter at JungleScott. And I don't have anything on YouTube right at the moment. And yeah, that's all my plugins. On to Frosted.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
You know what? I genuinely wasn't paying attention, and then I heard a loud noise, and you all started laughing. What the fuck just happened?
Frosted did a callback.
Jacob impression.
It's called comedic timing.
I
Well,
know,
I'm
you
Frosted Fix.
severely
I
lack
do
it.
a lot of I do a lot of voice acting. I do Twitch practically every day except Saturdays. Except this Saturday, we might be doing a stream for Overwatch, so that might be a thing. And I also have a YouTube channel. We're hitting 90, 200 subscribers soon there. Discord server, you can find that !Discord, and a Twitter page that I recommend you guys check out too. I post some things that here and there, and even updates on information of stuff that's going on. Of course, I also do that in the Discord too. And my fiance, who is not here right now because she is currently working, her name's Talon Noir. You can find her stuff on Twitter as well. She does art and she does missions. And if you're looking for her in the Discord server, she's Discord Queen. Or you can at her and she does commissions for you. Does really good artwork, and I really recommend. And then there's Jacob, and I can't remember the name of his stream.
Jacob
What's his
Hizzle.
channel's name? Jacob Hizzle on Twitch, and he's our obligatory penguin who can crack a joke at a good time.
In the Z-tier screenplay that I'm currently secretly working on, he is actually a psychic penguin that has the ability to draw people's attention towards him. Now it's up to you to determine whether or not I made that up on the spot or not.
I have a question. If in the so-called play you are working on, what
Screenplay,
is
not
my
play.
role?
Brett,
The
you're
screenplay. What?
you're
I
the
don't know
comedic
what
relief.
Screenplay. I knew it. Knew it. Resulted to a clown.
Yeah, you're the Mercutio.
Yeah,
Well, that's a
Mercutio. That's who I
fucking
was thinking
nah,
of. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
taking
hacked
that.
the role. I'm
You
not in
had
it at
no
all.
idea who that name was.
I can never remember the name of Shakespearean characters. Fucking, I was thinking the guy from Romeo and Juliet
Oh.
when I said that. And that's the fucking
Oh,
dude.
then you weren't far off. Yeah.
Okay, now on to the actual topics for today. This first topic is something near and dear to my heart, and by that I mean it's 30 minutes away from my door, in Portland, Oregon. You know how there's been protests as of recent, these Black Lives Matter, and that stuff's going on. Police have been tear gassing people, because police don't like it when people protest the police.
I've been
But-
tear gassing people for unrelated reasons.
Yeah, that's just Bread Saturday nights. Anyways, federal agents have recently been dispatched to Portland. This happened last week, and there have been some updates on it since then. And they have been abducting protesters, which is technically legal. And it's terrifying. And a bit of an update to that, the mayor of Portland actually went out and spoke about the federal agents, said he was not in support of it at all, and that he was trying to figure out a way to keep them out of the city, and he got tear gassed by them. The fucking mayor of Portland.
Oh yeah.
They just have it on like an auto launch. They got it on like aim hacks, and they see it's an accidental headshot to your teammate, and they don't really get it. Like, did he
And-
spin around a couple
Okay, I do
times?
also want to add to this. Those federal agents are also about to be deployed, or either have been deployed or about to be deployed to two other major cities, Chicago, and I can't remember the other city, but it was another city that's having lots of protests recently.
Are they
Orleans.
supplying them with more tear gas?
Most likely, yes. Now, this is just something that I wanted to bring up
Um,
because, again, it is happening 30 minutes away from my fucking door, and I am terrified.
I mean, you shouldn't be. Because who the fuck gives a shit?
Because this is the first step towards something worse. If federal agents can legally take protesters that disagree with the president, then who's to say they can't start doing more than that? Because constitutionally, it's technically legal. Because so long as you're within 100 miles of a border, which the ocean counts as, by the way, and so do international airports, which there's one in every state, which means you're literally never more than 100 miles away from a border, then Border Patrol has literally free reign to do whatever the fuck they want. They can hold you for as long as they want, and it's completely legal.
Yeah.
My counterpoint to this, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Do not like this role, but it does make a little sense. So yes, he probably shouldn't have tear gassed there is no side is innocent. A lot of people are looting, which is
Actually,
just
the
wrong
looting in
morally.
Portland specifically died out a few weeks ago because, the people who were looting were only there to You don't hear about it anymore because the peaceful protests are still going on, but those don't generate clicks. You see,
Yeah, if they're peaceful
Yeah.
protests, why would they be shooting tear gas?
because
Someone has to
police don't
instigate
like
for
it
them to
when
do it.
people peacefully protest. There were literally soccer moms, arms linked together, trying to protect protesters, and they got fucking tear gassed.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But
These are peaceful protesters, and also the whole argument that people are fighting about in general is cops aren't even supposed to kill bad guys, let alone kill innocent people. And that's
well,
sort
this
of
is
what,
why you should all go to the England bit where you're giving all your fucking guns, because you don't really need them.
Frosted, what are you? Oh god, no! Oh god! I've been pooped.
Wait,
I hope you
God.
twat a
Double
table.
assassin.
Oops.
The funniest
Oops,
part,
never
funniest
change.
part, two people requested that at the same time, and they weren't even in the same hall.
Oops,
Love
never
you, Max.
change. My god.
War never changes.
God, it was you as well. Right, who's the other culprit? Go on, throw up hands.
Well, first
not
off,
have
that's her
dishonesty.
crippled. But secondly,
What?
they're not here right now.
So
You're like
anyway-
show of hands. He's like show of hands, but she's that.
So, anyways, back to the topic at hand. The reason that this is incredibly concerning is because this is the slow creep into fascism, like Italy in
Fascism.
the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, Nazi Germany, other fascist countries, and even just authoritarianism in general. Like in China, they have a secret police, and China's authoritarian. So, like, you know, it's that slow creep towards something that America doesn't want to be. Which it doesn't have to lead down that road, but it is a very strong possibility if this kind of stuff keeps ramping up.
Max, I got a
Wait.
quick question.
All right,
where-
here you go.
So people are just being abducted.
Why are you slowly going down?
Frosted's slinking in his chair.
Yeah, he's just
You
slinking
okay?
in his chair.
He's not,
It's just
even
being
he's
stupid.
not
So
sure
you said
about his
people are
point.
slowly being abducted. But I
Not
mean, like,
people
my
are slowly
question
being
is,
abducted. It's
based off-
protesters are being technically they're being arrested, but the federal
Mhm.
officers don't really have any identifying marks on neither their vehicles or their uniforms. I believe they do have some emblems that say police, but they literally just have those emblems that say police in parts like on their shoulders
Yeah,
or something where it's
but-
not very easily visible. Otherwise, they don't have badges. Their cars aren't marked. They're not marked beyond that. They have no other identifying
Are they
information.
you said they're
They
federal?
don't even legally have to identify themselves as federal officers.
Yeah,
Sounds like
just
a
straight
Men
up
in Black
disappearing
situation.
people in Portland, and some of them
Okay,
aren't
so
even
my
protesting.
They're
thing
also
is,
beating the
like-
people who they take in because they have released a few of them, and those
I
people have
can't-
said they have been beaten. And one of those people that they
You can't
actually got
believe
in
the
was
word
an
of
army
one side
captain,
without
I
getting
believe.
the other word of the second. Again, to play
Okay, so
devil's
I can't
advocate, you
defend
can't.
people who are getting. I can't defend the police that might be beating people because first off, when they do beat people, it is like there are so many cameras inside of any facility that is government owned or police owned, it would be caught on camera. But the other thing I want to make mention of is that police are allowed to detain you up to 24 hours, but they can't. If they can't find a reason for arrest,
Yeah,
that's
you
all
have to
they
be
can
released
detain you
within
for.
24 hours.
The police
you
are
have
allowed
be
to do that,
released.
but this isn't the police. This is
not
Border
the
Patrol,
feds.
which is technically legal because Portland is within 100 miles of the ocean, and it has an international
The only
airport.
reason
They have legal right to torture people. I'm pretty sure, considering
no one
they're
has
outside
legal
of-
right to torture people, that's against the Geneva Convention.
The Geneva
what
Convention
were they
doesn't
doing
matter
at
when you're the
Guantanamo
winner.
Bay?
No,
the
it
US
matters no matter
has
what.
torture facilities offshore at Guantanamo Bay. I know it's illegal, but it's still happening.
The law doesn't matter when you have
Yes.
the ability to ignore it. Which the
Yeah,
U.S.
well,
has.
then that means everyone could riot, pillage, and murder. But
I
what
mean,
I'm
technically, if
saying
enough
is-
people did, that could
Yeah.
very well happen. But the individual, unless
But
they
if you
are
are the
super
law-
mega rich, doesn't have the ability to ignore the law because they will get caught. Whereas something like
Yeah,
an
if
entity
you
like
are
the
law,
U.S.
you can just ignore it.
An entity like the U.S. makes up so much of like things like the UN. Like
your country is fucked. That's what I'm saying. Your
Yeah.
country is
I know, I
completely
agree.
Yep.
stupid.
Yeah.
We have our problems, but our problems don't turn into riots where they shoot each other. They turn into
That's
chats.
because you guys don't got guns, but you still hold knives and have acid.
Yeah, and we aren't having riots
Well,
where
no.
police shank other people. I'm
Well,
saying
no.
guns are the problem in your country. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a gun owner, I disagree, but I mean but I'm also
I
biased.
think
But at the same
the
rate, I can definitely.
I think the
I
gun
I
can
think the
definitely
biggest
say
problem
that
with
guns
our
will
country
never
right
do
now
anything
is the
damage
idea
to
of
anybody.
American exceptionalism, where the
Yeah.
American person thinks that they are the most exceptional person to ever exist, and everyone's been taught that from a young age. There's no more sense of community like when you had during World War II. People would sacrifice their metal, their supplies, their gas for their fucking cars, so that way we could fight offshores and help
Yep.
protect the world. Whereas nowadays, do you think people
Dara
would do
brought
that
up
same
Irish
thing?
bombing.
There you go.
Does it speak again?
Bread. Dara
Huh?
brought up Irish bombing. Bread.
Yeah, we don't control that.
Irish car
Ireland isn't part of our government,
Delicious,
technically.
but
Northern
What a
Ireland's
feast
technically
afterwards.
part of
let me
the
tell you.
UK, but regular
Actually, no,
Ireland.
they shot at us. So that doesn't really count. They don't like us.
well, I
Everybody
mean,
likes
as
each
a-
other.
with
Everybody
your
does.
history between you guys, Scotland, and them, can you blame them for not? We're kind of not liking you.
We're like three petty siblings.
Yeah, that's
Only
the
we
issue.
have the bigger one.
Does that mean
We're the
Wales
older
We're
is
child.
like
just the
Cain and Abel,
stepsister
where you
nobody
actually
loves,
Zero,
but
like
they
the
try to hurt
reluctantly
each other.
accept?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, there you go.
Yes.
That's a good reference.
Wales is the remarrying of England, our parents, and we sort of think she's there. She's not involved in any of the big decisions,
No,
and
but she absolutely hates guys. Very
oh no,
disappointed.
And her
she's the
boyfriend
win in the
fucks
end
sheep.
because she's gonna. Well, no, wait, who's her boyfriend in that scenario?
The second larger Wales, also known as Australia.
There is no second larger Wales. The Isle of Wight.
Second Wales is Australia.
I mean, think about it. It's the
No,
place where
that's
all the
how we
English people nobody liked were dumped.
Yeah,
Wait, wouldn't
it's
Australia
our
be like
best prison.
wouldn't Australia be like the uncle that nobody talks about?
Why do you think we added
No,
so many
Oh.
deadly
Australia
spiders in
is
there?
the cousin that went to jail.
Yeah. But actually, it's the cousin we framed and sent to jail. But
Yeah.
See,
I think
this is
if
why
you if you're
this is why countries have trust issues.
I think if we were if
And
if an
90% of
Australian
them
wants to
celebrate
come into
independence.
England, they must go in as they left in a police van.
Hello, Tara. But yeah, no, the but as I was saying, like like kind of winding it back, yeah, the federal government still has to follow a law, and torture or any type of damage would I believe doesn't it not break a Geneva Convention?
It
Which
does.
they do have to follow.
If you class it as torture,
But
it is
Again,
a
The U.S.
breakage of
does
the
still torture
Geneva
people.
Convention.
You don't have to follow the law if you don't get caught for it, which they do get caught for it, but they have the ability to ignore getting caught. Technically, they do have to follow the law, but it's that thing where Jeff Bezos
But-
could murder someone and get away with it if he really wanted to.
I don't think you get away with
Doesn't
it. You
even
fight
have to
heavily
be
in the
as rich
public
as
light.
Jeff Bezos. It's
Mhm.
celebrities who hit people with cars all the time that just get away with it.
You're not committing a crime unless you get caught.
Well, to be
Unless
fair, I've
somebody
stolen
actually
not get caught
sees
for
you.
it. I don't have a lot of money.
Or don't have enough money or power to get out of it.
Hmm.
It's just the point of where people can just avoid it because they have some kind of power or whatever ability that they have at their
So-
disposal.
They're
But
chiming
other
in
than
the
that-
chat. What they're saying is, from what I understand, the people that are being abducted have been causing property damage to city and federal buildings, and the federal officers have all had their market.
Here, I'm gonna try to. I've been trying to find the article that I saw before. I forgot to bookmark it,
There
but
were
there was
people who being
literally a
abducted who were
military
not causing
captain who
damage.
was part of the.
There was someone who was abducted who was just wearing black on the street and they thought they were a protester and they abducted them off the street.
I wear black all the time.
That was- Yeah.
I wear black because
Same.
I'm colorblind, so I don't wear normal clothes. Because what's the
I wear
point
black
wearing
because I'm
something
an
that's
edgy
coloured if you
goth
can't see it?
kid.
Hold on. Dempsey's wrote something. Give me.
Me too.
I grew up
Ah,
wearing black clothing.
here we go. I found the article I was looking for.
Okay, so Dempsey says the problem with the unidentified people in the unmarked car
Goddamn
coming
fucking Washington Post making
and
me pay to watch that
arresting
goddamn thing.
you is that because they aren't really required to identify themselves and the cars are unmarked. Someone who could actually get kidnapped, not arrested, and they wouldn't realize it because they wouldn't think that they're just being arrested. True. You're not
Okay,
that
I
late
found
at
the
all.
article I was looking for. Former
what's
Navy
happening this
veteran.
morning. I
I'm
know that
trying
the
to figure out
president
where
has
it lists
sent
his
in
name.
federal
Oh
officers
shit,
to
it's
guard
playing
all the
video.
federal
Oh god,
buildings
why were
there.
you
Governor's
doing this
not
to me?
happy about it.
Why do you autoplay? Anyways,
Also,
53-year-old former
We
Navy
are so
veteran
organised.
but everyone has.
asked federal officers if they were upholding their oath. They beat him and broke his hands.
Yikes.
Your country just needs a better
He
police
was
force. Like,
he
you
was
stop
flipping them off
hiring
with the
every
middle
fucker
finger.
that asks.
He was flipping them off with the middle finger, but that's no excuse to break
Mhm.
someone's fucking hands.
I'm
Unless
hearing
you're a
plural,
Colombian drug lord. But these aren't Colombian drug lords as far as I know.
You don't know yet. Oh, wait, you already said as far as I know.
Nice.
Kind of hope that some of them are just be interesting.
Part of true, but I mean, like right now, we're all supposed to cover it. But I don't know. Like for me, it's I of course I'm not there. I can't see. But like I would
Frost is
like to
actually
see if there's any.
blind. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
very
blind, but
well-known
nonetheless,
fact.
no, but but I would like to see like they're saying this. Is there video?
Yes,
'Cause
lots of
everyone's got
video.
a cell phone.
Well, lots of video of people being taken,
of
but
video?
not of people being beaten inside the facilities that they take them to, because obviously they're taking people's phones.
Well, no, the facility should have a video. There've
And
been
you think
plenty
the
of
federal
police busts
government's
today.
going to release video of them beating people?
What I'm saying is you can't say they beat people until you know that.
People have
Yeah.
been released. There's literally a Navy veteran who had his hands broken.
But why aren't they suing?
Suing the entire government.
Yes, you can do it.
The Oregon Attorney General actually is suing. Individuals have a tougher time suing the federal government, especially police and federal officers, because the federal government doesn't like being sued.
Of course they
They
don't.
should start hiring stupid people that I was going to call something else.
Wait, Dara, they don't what? Max realized.
You know, I I would say one thing, but it's
Yeah,
it's
same.
kind of a it's I think the way that I'm gonna say is kind of like nonchalant. But really, anywhere, any country, no matter what, small, big, or however you want to put it, there's always going to be some kind of secret that they're going to hide. Especially the U.S. and especially anywhere, really.
America's not
You're always
good
The
at hiding their
facility that they're
secrets.
in has their camera shut
Oh,
down.
and that's the
how do we
one
know?
Put
their
us
own
out of
reason.
book.
How do we know that?
But the one thing now is because it's just we're so connected, so many people connected,
Have been
even around the world. You have it's not where you could send a letter and you're gonna get that letter back in a year or so, let's say.
Sure.
It's instant communication. And that's why we know so much about like this shady stuff that happened over the years or millennia or however you want to say it, is because of communication. Still, all in all, there's some stuff that even we don't know because they hide it so secretly. And I'm gonna say Area 51. That's an easy example, but Area 51, we don't know what's in it. The only people that have said it are like people that have worked there or uh, something that we do know. You can think and say it's just a front. it's just like a front. No, there could be nothing in there, and it can just be diversion. We don't know because we're not ever going to get close to it. So there is secrets that nobody is going to get from anybody, and it does suck that people are getting beaten from this kind of situation. You can protest,
Yeah.
and you're allowed to, express your opinion and everything. And I do hate it that people are getting beaten or taken from it. But I think the main thing that I think of is we don't know fully about it until we get some kind of proof. Words can
Yeah.
say everything. Words, people, what people can say, they can manipulate it for their own being. And I hate to say it, and I hate to say that, people are being beaten, and I'm saying, no, you're telling a lie because you're just saying it. And I hate to say that. And it can go for different situations. And that's just the hard part about everybody trying to figure out it. Because nowadays we're always trying to find the truth, but we always have people that are trying to, dis, trying to mix up the message or what they're trying to say, trying to manipulate it in their own right. I just want the facts. I want the truth, but it's hard to get it since we're so connected now, and that's the
You
big problem.
can't handle the truth.
I
Why
had
did you
that
go
on
with
my
that
brain,
quote?
but I held myself back.
I mean,
Um,
that's just what I say. We're just so
with what
connected, and
I
people
get
want to
what you're
do
saying.
anything.
I think what you're saying boils down to is we can't believe you until there is evidence, which is a shit thing to say because we should be able to believe people, but people
I
are
know, but
cunts and will
Yeah.
make it up for their own game.
that's what I
Whatever
was
paints you in the
saying.
better light, people will leave out different details that'll make it sound like, yeah, he may have brought this on himself. Or like they'll forget, they won't mention things that they've done that they've definitely done to provoke this to get someone else to be shitted up. And that's
My
why
thi-
we can't believe people at face value.
Yeah. My
I
personal
mean,
thing is this doesn't sound super far fetched. People getting beaten in secret prisons, because
dude,
if you can just look back at some of the things America has done in the past with MK Ultra or
oh yeah,
Japanese internment camps or
DN is fucking
injecting
gay.
minorities with syphilis or
Mhm.
Watergate, or even as recently as holding people, immigrants, illegal or not, in cages and denying them basic facilities and taking away any rights that they have as a person and letting them die in those cages. Women, children, any people of many ethnicities and races just being treated like animals, and
yeah,
that's just modern day, like police literally killing people on the streets that whether they done something wrong or not, it's not for the police to decide that they get a death sentence, and certainly not right then and there.
yeah. And look,
Politics is shit.
I wasn't trying to say, you know, I'm not gonna believe you because I don't have evidence. I'm just saying it's hard. It, it's kind of hard because we're such in a world where really, and it's true, people are trying to, get their own benefits out of the situation. I hate that people are dying because of this. I do. You know, I hate seeing people, animals, really anything die in general. I really do. And that's I
Yeah.
guess, a typical thing to say, but it is true from my heart. It's just,
Well,
no, what,
to
bro?
go on to go on your point, I'm gonna go back a bit in my history, which none of you know. A friend of I find it hard to believe someone at face value because of someone else. A friend of mine was accused of a very, very very serious thing, which was rape. He was accused of rape.
Oh.
And turned out not to be true. He missed a whole year of education, was completely slandered by everyone. And then when it came out that it wasn't true, she got off scot-free. Like, it didn't happen. And I find it hard to believe someone at face value because someone had done that to me. I don't see this friend anymore. He doesn't really go out much. He's a bit of a recluse. He just goes to his job, goes pub after that, and then goes home because he doesn't want to talk to people or other women because he's been slandered by some woman who thought she was better than him for no good reason. Yeah, he's a bit of a cunt, but you don't do that to someone. And
Yeah.
he just makes it so hard to believe when someone says, I was beaten in prison. I was like, were you though? Where's the evidence? She had no evidence. She accused it, and it got through. I just can't believe people that say stuff like that. Sounds like a shitty thing, but until that was righted,
Yeah.
I can't
That's
just...
that's a really bad path to be going down, Red Fox, because that turns into victim blaming, and victim blaming is not a good scenario because victims sometimes can't show proof, and then they get ostracized because they can't prove that they were being victimized, and that's kind of rough.
Yeah, but neither could my friend show proof. Because
Yeah,
it's
and
such a
he's
serious
the
thing.
victim in that scenario.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry, I've misunderstood.
Yeah, but if you start victim blaming, you sort of get into the habit of anytime somebody says that they were tormented or abused, you just start not believing them, and that's not really fair to that person.
I just find it hard to
the
believe.
whole not believing anything without evidence, but like as far-fetched as anything could be, I don't think it's too far-fetched that a government with authority has the ability to beat people when police are doing it every day on the streets in front of people in broad daylight and getting away with it scot-free. They get paid vacation, they go back on the force, they get to retire. It's not far-fetched that someone above the police is getting away with a very similar thing.
People power.
Could this guy one
They'll go
person be
overboard.
lying? Sure, but it's not far-fetched at all in my opinion. Sorry, Gizmo.
Oh, I was just saying, going on what you're saying, give somebody enough power and they'll go to their head. It's a basic kind of knowledge for anybody. And it's
Ego,
true.
the diplomat's fatal flaw.
I don't know. You know, these kind of things are very, I guess, screwy because they can just go so many directions. But yet again, a lot of things can. But other than that, that's all I have to say, really. I don't like to talk about
I think what
stuff
we
like this.
glean from this situation is that the American police force needs a serious do-over. It needs some sort
American
of
government needs a serious do-over.
stricter regulations, because it seems like any fucker can join, and it's not right for half of them to do the stuff they do, but they get away with it because of the government. And granted, there's obviously honest policemen who will go in 9 to 5, not do any of the stuff they're talking about, and they still get blamed for it. But there's also the policemen that will sell drugs, beat you to death, and then get away with it. So I think it just comes down to some people are shitty. And
Yep.
But granted, your police force really does need a kick up ass.
Personally,
Well, I said
I
last
believe
time
it's
last time we started talking about police officers that I believe every year they should go through a psychic No, a psych
They
evaluation.
need to be psychically trained. You know, gotta have them mind
Yes.
powers and shit.
That too.
You have to have a
they
psychic.
You
should
don't
go to
need
a
to
psych
give them
eval.
more weapons.
Not
They
so.
already have guns.
Telekinesis.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tele-
Are you telling a lie?
force.
You telling a lie?
I
No, I'm not. I can see it right through you.
ESP
No,
cops,
I can read
right?
your mind.
Just telepathic, like, like.
These damn
No, they go to
telepathic
they go to
cops
Telling you the
looking
truth,
at
your
my mind.
is lying to me.
No. They
I
go.
sense it.
They go. Okay, send a guy into the interrogation room. This cop sits across from him. Like 3 seconds go by. He goes, "Okay, I think we got all we need." And the guy's like, "Wait, what?"
Excuse me?
That would change like cop shows forever, honestly. If you had a telepathic cop.
God,
just,
Law
like,
and
sit
Order would
there,
be a bit
just
shit.
browse through a person's
It'd be
brain
the shortest
history
show
and
ever.
just-
It's like,
yeah, it'd be the
Like,
shortest show ever.
Bring him in for
or
questioning.
they do like a
Right,
police
you've done it.
lineup.
We get
They're
it
like,
now.
They would do a police
Wait.
lineup. Which one is it? Oh, it's that guy. Huh?
Oh, you
How
want
do
to
you?
go?
It's
Now I think
It's
about
like a
it,
Rick and
saying
Morty
that,
bit
you give
where
them
it's just
more
like the-
fucking
you already
ammunition
solve
to
all the
also
crimes in, like,
lie,
3
because they could
seconds.
just say, yeah, he said this, I read his mind.
Oh wow.
Also, there's like apparently there's a show called Heroes where a cop had telepathy.
Don't give cops telepathy. This is my harsh stance.
Actually,
Cops,
you know
the
what?
cops don't need
Okay, I just read a couple
telepathic
fucking
powers.
articles while you guys were talking about the Portland situation.
Wow.
Fucking,
Seriously, man.
I,
been
I,
paying
whenever I'm not
attention?
speaking, I am reading shit. I have my screen up in front of me.
Whenever
Everything
I'm
about
not speaking, I'm
UFO.
playing TFT on my phone.
So,
Boy.
first article I read was a Snopes article.
Boy.
They said that while there is some video evidence of people being taken in by federal officers, the actual department, I think it was Homeland Security or fucking Border Patrol, or whatever the fuck their department's called. I can't remember. I literally just read the article. I'm bad at name remembering. Anyways, they
I mean, you got
said
the
that
article in front of you,
they
it should say the names.
denied that the officers were unmarked and said that they had identification numbers, but not personal identification other than that on them, which the videos, they said that they had nothing to do with them, despite it being literal video evidence. Snopes rated the claims that protesters were being abducted as a mixture because only a few people have come out and spoken about it. However, there have been 40 documented arrests, 26 of which led to actual charges.
And the other 7 were just gags.
The other 14,
Okay,
not
right.
7.
Okay, right, I wasn't paying attention. Sue me.
And then
You know me, I've never paid
there
attention to any
were
of this.
unmarked cars, which again, the federal agencies claimed were for safety of their officers, so that they could take the people they arrested to the federal building and get around protesters. And then the other article I
I can
read,
see where that might.
I can definitely
be
see the argument for
active.
that. But again, still kind of a sketch thing to do. The other article I read was that
There's unmarked cars out here, and they're police officers.
yeah, I don't know. I think unmarked police cars in general are kind of sketch, unless you're doing like an undercover
Well, I
bust
mean,
or
like,
something.
No,
Well,
what
they're there
you
for
are,
highway
you are,
maintenance,
you are
realistically,
heckin'
because
dying
people
over there.
see a cop car, they slow down.
Well, well, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole point. Because when you just see a charger, by the way, they're chargers really. But when you see like half times you're not expecting like this black or white or blue-ish vehicle to be driving around, then suddenly you look in your rear and like, oh, I'm being pulled over because they got the lights in there.
I mean, you get that a lot,
honestly,
don't you,
if you actually
Frosted?
look, huh?
Nothing, continue.
Just on the
Got
side
pulled over
road, there's
twice.
just a mobility scooter.
And
That
one of
looks
them was
suspicious.
That
one
mobility
of them
scooter's
was
looking
a-
fishy.
No, but
An
one of them
undercover
was a
police mobility scooter.
one of them was
Grandma, why are you on
a
the side of
police
the road?
officer that was riding in a concealed type style car. I didn't know it was a police car until I got pulled over. I'm like, oh, hello, officer. How
And
can I
that's
help you?
how
He
they
goes,
get
you
you.
know, you were doing 20 and it's like, oh, yeah. Sorry.
You know you were doing this in this area? Yes,
Did you
I
know
was
you were
doing
going
it.
80 in a
Just give me the ticket
25?
and fuck off. No,
Uh,
officer,
Yeah,
after the
it's
first
like if
child I
that's
hit,
it's
I
like you look
forgot.
at him like I was about to say,
Oh my
I was about to say, if that's your
God.
only problem, you're gonna hate the children I left behind. But
Anyway, the
Just saying,
second
we
article I
step
read,
officer to see
second
your
article
It's
I
19
read
great.
years
was
You're on
a
me about the speed. I thought you were off on me about the drugs. Such a relief.
So the second article I read was that a judge has
That's
put
twice, Judge.
has put in an
Always
order, like
true.
a ruling, that bars federal officers
He
from
wants
using excessive
a
force.
large fry,
But they also did that
thing of
for the
Coke, and a
regular
Big Mac.
police in Portland. And this is a Portland judge, by the way. I can't remember their name. It's probably in the article.
We'll call him Bob.
We'll call him Bob.
Big JC Money.
Judge Michael H. Simon, federal judge who resides in Portland.
That is the whitest name.
Anyways, the same judge also
Michael
put
H.
the
Simon.
same kind of
Where's
order
Little
for
League
the
Henry?
regular police, but they kept tear gassing protesters. So it's not as effective as
Yeah.
They
people
kept
like to
tear
think.
gassing the judge, so he'd
The
forget.
judge just says, "Stop beating people," and they just keep beating people.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand why you're still doing it. I told you to stop.
I
You
want
make
that
it
thing.
sound like he
Okay,
was
we
stood
can have
there, his
that.
arms folded, like, I don't
Yeah,
know why they're still
that
doing it.
judge was personally watching them. He's like, I told you to stop. I'm gonna get real angry. Don't make me count to 3, mister.
If you,
I'll dock your
I
budget.
will get my newspaper and slap your bottom silly, mister.
Don't make me get the sandal.
Don't make me
Call
get
your
the
mothers,
belt again.
I'll do it.
So,
I'll
in
do
a
it.
less
All
than
your brothers,
tactful
I'll do it.
transition, what's another topic for today?
Gizmo, you had a few topics you wanted to share.
Another topic. Yes.
Oh, actually,
Gizmo
there's
is
2.
firmly
Yeah.
erect. I mean, go on.
Sorry, you were saying. Excuse me.
Well, I said you were firmly
Uh,
erect, but other than that, it was just a joke.
Go ahead, Gizmo.
One of the topics was, which I thought it can actually be a good mood. All the crappy stuff that's been going on. The kid that saved his sister. The boy that saved his
Oh, yeah.
sister. The dog attack.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Was this the dog one?
Yeah. Yes.
What a lad.
What a fucking champion.
What an absolute Chad.
Absolute.
What?
shit.
Is that a good thing?
kid.
Okay,
So
I think
here's
Dave.
the
That
thing.
I don't know.
Okay, you know,
Here's the thing.
Chad is good
about that
thing
article.
unless you
Here's the
take it
thing.
in a negative context, in which case then it's a bad thing. But I think it's a good thing. Anyways, Frosty, continue.
Oh,
Here's-
okay.
I see where you're
Okay,
going.
here's the thing about
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
article. When I was reading the article, it seemed interesting, but then as I kept reading it, it felt like something a mother would over exaggerate on a Facebook page. But
I mean, you saw the kid's face.
I'm also jaded. Oh yeah, no, I no doubt the kid got attacked by a dog, but the extra.
What was the extra? I just saw the kid with the dog, and I was
Oh,
like,
he
oh, the poor
stepped
little
between the
bastard.
dog and his sister, and he said, "If someone's gonna die, it might as well be me." That coming out of a
That is
what do you
depressing
put
as
it at?
shit.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but I wouldn't expect that coming
Does-
out of a
it does sound
7-year-old.
Depressing. Yeah, I would not expect that either.
Yeah.
That's why I said it sounds like something a mother would over exaggerate.
I think the mother added
I'm
in
not
that
gonna put it
small
down if he
little
actually
snippet.
did it, but it just seems
being
Okay,
honest.
reading the
It's like a
Instagram
little
post, which
inflated.
is linked in the article.
Okay,
On
listen.
July 9th, my 6-year-old nephew, Bridger, saved his little sister's life by standing between her and a charging dog. After getting bit several times on the
I'm
face and head,
sorry.
he grabbed his sister's hand and ran away with her to keep her safe. He later said, quote,
I'm
"If someone had to die, I thought it should be me," end quote. After receiving 90 stitches, give or take, from a skilled plastic surgeon, he's finally resting at home. And then there's more to that. And then that I just read the
Someone give
excerpt.
that boy a cookie, for he deserves it.
Well, yeah, as I said, but it just seems like I can't see a 7-year-old saying, "Someone's gonna die, might as well be me." It's you don't make a life decision at the age of 7. I'm sorry, it's just something that I can't imagine someone.
I
saying at that
did.
age.
And it was
From a 1 in a
choosing
million chance of that
to
happening,
like
probably.
Dragon Ball, and I
Right.
still
It's
do.
not, but I'm not putting it down. Like if he did put himself between his brother, him and his sister, that's cool. That's well, I mean, terrifying. And I hope everything's gonna go well with him. But like, it need to be like if it is over exaggerated, it didn't need to be.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Unless,
sounds
unless it's a
over
story about.
exaggerated, yeah.
this kid has had a very hard day in that regard. For his first of all, he's called Bridge or
Hello.
whatever. Second of all, he was
His
attacked
name's
by a
Bridgel?
dog.
Bridgel?
It's
Bridger.
a shit name. That's
Wait,
not a
one more
name.
time with that
That's a
Bridger.
Bridger?
Bridger. I'm reading it as we fucking speak because I forgot to read this before.
What
That
sort of
is
name is
the-
Bridger?
that is the
Bridger's a
dumbest
good
name. I feel bad for the
Bridger
kid that his
Christ.
parents decided
no.
that was going to be
So
his
okay,
name.
so I read further on. Their daughter's name's Constructor. So
No.
Better not
Why?
be.
This is like
Or I'm gonna get the
North and South
beating
France
stick
all
out.
over again.
no. See, they're from the Builder family. Their dad's name is Bob.
Okay, yo, no shit.
Okay.
I know a family that names their fucking kids like this. One of my good friends from high school, his name was Hunter. You want to guess what his fucking brother's name was? His brother's name was Trapper.
Fisher.
Shotgun.
Poacher?
Trapper.
Do you want to know what their fucking dad did for a living?
Or
Was
was a
he
fur
a
trapper.
hunter?
He was a what?
A fur
He
trapper.
Yeah.
Almost.
He got
These Fishers a
he killed
name.
animals for their furs.
I have a question.
Oh.
Oh.
If you name your kid
something
like
totally
that,
different.
how sad are you?
It's like, do you know
Like
what
those people that name their kid Clay. Like, I don't want to be called Clay. Don't make that poor kid be called Clay.
Something
Call
like
him
that.
like
I was,
Tom or
I was
something.
hoping for something like that.
Yeah.
I really was.
Bridget,
Ooh, what-
honestly, people fucking stupid.
Look, at least it's not like single digits. At least it's not like some kind
Oh
of. Like,
yeah, at least
binary
it's not
code or something like
LaForge
that.
Henry
Yeah.
with
no,
a 4 in
there's
it.
one out here. There's one.
With
There's
a
there's
4
three
in it?
names I gotta give you out here. I can't give you their last name because I even though I know it. There are three names you gotta know out here, and they're actually famous in Buffalo. There is the very famous Ladasha, which is spelled L-A, and then no, it's L-A-A. And you know they decided to put characters in the middle of the name. Then there is I fucking hate this. There is Orangelo and Lamangelo, her son. And if you break down their names, it's Orange Jello and Lemon Jello.
Look, the two.
Because that's what she
Okay,
did when she was
cool.
pregnant with them.
Wait,
Can we ban people from having kids? You're gonna call them Lorangelo.
No,
no, I like that.
Orangelo and Lamangelo.
I
Lemon
don't give a
Jello,
shit what the
Orange
names are. They're
Jello.
dumb.
I legitimately like that because it sounds like an Italian. It sounds like there's like off-brand
does
Ninja
sound
Turtles.
Italian.
It would be a great name for
There's
a
a common
fictional
name in
character, but
Hawaii.
for a real ass
It's the
human
It's the first
being,
5
that's
letters
just
of the
rude.
alphabet. A B C D E.
Wait,
It's pronounced
I got a quick
ABCD.
question. Do you think Bridger's gonna have plan-densed nomenclature where he's gonna be
Oh,
able to
I fucking
he's gonna
love
build
that.
bridges when he gets older?
He's gonna end up being a
Oh my
construction
God.
worker. No, he's gonna be a diplomat. That way, he's building bridges, but a different kind.
Oh, oh no.
Man,
What makes me angry about those specific names is like
Right.
they're later on in life when they
my
get to
stomach.
about 16, 17-ish, they're gonna go for their first job interview, and the mum's gonna have to explain to them, yeah, you're probably not gonna get a lot of jobs because I called you Orangelo like a fucking moron.
And I thought like the fact that Elon Musk spelled his kid Kyle is a
Didn't
really
they
weird
change that,
phonetic way of
actually?
Spelling it.
They did.
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty
had
sure.
I don't know.
he had numbers and stuff in it.
It was like the XA12, which was like X is like
Yeah,
Greek for key, AE is pronounced I, and 12, L is the 12th letter of the alphabet, so Kyle.
So what you're
Kyle.
telling me he's a nerd?
This is prototype
He's a
1.
nerd.
No, I'm
This
is
man
version
made an
point
electric
one,
car,
two.
Frosted. This man is a nerd. Yes.
Elon Musk personally handcrafted the Tesla, every single Tesla. Those factories aren't people; they're him,
Well, no,
just
he-
sitting there,
No,
day
it's
after
just,
day,
just
night
Elon
after night.
Musk, because he found a way to clone himself.
No,
I mean,
no
you
clones. It's literally
technically
just him
cloning has
sitting
been
there,
It's
day
just,
after
possible
day,
it's
day
just
after night,
Elon Musk.
fulfilling Tesla order after Tesla order.
Oh boy.
He never
He just
stopped
builds the
sleeping,
cars
that man.
himself. And
Anyway,
on
it's
top
like-
of that, the whole crew to set up the car that he sent into space, all Elon Musk. He did it himself.
Yeah, he did that by
He built
himself.
that rocket
It
with his own
wasn't
two
a
hands.
dummy that they sent in that car, by the way. It was actually his son from the future who
No, it
came
was-
back to try to kill him.
Yeah,
Her name
and
became
he got
XAE
trapped.
Elon
12.
Musk invented the time travel technology called Musk time.
This is what you get for hitting me this way, Dad.
And after that,
I have
he
come from
stuck
the
it to his
future
kid by
father to
giving him
tell
a
you
shite
this
name,
about
so he
me.
couldn't actually get the time travel license, because you need no numbers in your name.
Why would you name your kids winner and loser? No.
Oh,
Which are
okay.
Why would you
So
name your
they
kids
did
anything
change
other
the name
than
of their
No,
baby.
Twitter
Oh wait, Elon
and
Musk
loser.
and his girlfriend, wife, whatever the fuck they are, did change the name of their baby, but to
Mhm.
I imagine why.
XAE A dash XII. The same thing except with Roman
You put a
numerals
hyphen in
instead.
there.
I have
They
no
just-
fucking
They
clue.
just changed it to
They
be
changed the
something
12 to
worse.
Roman numerals.
That wouldn't be exactly Kyle anymore now, would
No,
it?
it's
It would
still
just be
12. It's still A-12. It's just spelled in Roman numerals instead of numbers.
It'd be.
It's still fucking
as
stupid. It's just
IXZ.
extra
Right.
stupid now.
What does your
Yeah, it's
name
just
mean?
like-
Oh, it means a lot.
Hi,
Maybe
my
all of
name's
us.
Tom.
Oh,
My
oh,
parents
okay.
were reasonable.
So there's a funeral going on. There's a funeral going on.
save
The
that for a
priest who's at it
song.
says, "Is there anyone who'd like to say any final words?" A man stands up. He walks to the microphone. He says, "Plethora." The grieving widow says, "Thanks. That means a lot."
I thought you said placenta there.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness. Gizmo, you had another topic.
Oh yeah.
I think I've said this
We're
bad joke
hoping.
once or twice.
Yeah, it's just a little nitpick for myself. So I know what is it, Ghost of Tsushima? Am I correct? I know Dara played it. He streamed it.
Ninja Knight Samurai guy thing game.
Do you know what? You shut your
Yeah, I know what
mouth,
you're talking
because that was the worst description of every game ever.
I mean, he's not.
Isn't it technically
that
just pretty
far.
much just that?
It's
He's not
set
far.
It's
in
He's not far from
feudal.
it.
It's set in feudal Japan during this era of
Ghost of
samurais, which there
Tsushima?
was actually a few of those. So I don't know which one.
It's
I would
Not
have to. I would have to play
Specifically,
it.
but he was sometime near the mid-90s, I think. Or not.
Or the 70s.
Anyway,
Actually, it was set last year.
the reason I kind of want to bring it up is when that game came out, a lot of people were upset because some white people made the game because of Japanese culture.
I have
Alright.
seen literally nothing but
Why
praise for
really
that game.
Okay, first of
Just
all,
because white people made a game about Japan doesn't mean anything.
What, you want to hear something funny? It's usually white people that bitch about that stuff, anyways.
Actually, I was
know it's
reading the
white
Twitter
people that bitch.
thread that
It's usually a
Gizmo
mother.
linked because I decided to actually fucking read something ahead of time for once. And
Or instead of actually in the
the
podcast.
biggest complaint from people who, oh, what the fuck happened to my, oh, there we go. My OVR toolkit disappeared for a second, and now it's not working. Anyways, the biggest complaint from people in that thread that I saw was, it was Americans, but it was Asian Americans who had never actually grown up in Japan or anything complaining about it.
So essentially,
it's
just a game.
So
Why
not
you
white
have to
people,
be
but
mad?
still not people who
because
were
because
actually.
people want to be mad. That's
know.
the issue. People just
Look.
want to be mad.
So okay, as a white
Their
as a
life's
white
so
person,
unfulfilling. They have to be mad about something.
Gizmo, it's never good to start as a white man.
no, look, and I say this, I like Japanese culture, I really do.
Is it gonna beat
I
me up?
want to respect every culture I possibly can, really. And if you can do it right,
Right, Trickster.
you know, it's the approach to it, really. If you can do it right
Isn't it-
and you can approach it correctly and everything else, you get a good, setup. I mean, you're fine. You didn't do anything wrong, or possibly can go wrong if you didn't do your research and everything. Don't get mad if somebody enjoys
Sorry for all the
another
weird noises
culture
coming in on my stream.
and they want to
in the
appreciate
video.
it by making something out of it.
I have to restart my OVR toolkit real
You know.
quick.
Well, yeah.
the people in
Yeah.
Japan, they love this kind of stuff. They really do. Because this is their history and it is pretty much accurate to what during that time period was.
They don't just throw stuff
Yeah.
out without looking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dara said that Japan actually really likes the game and it's very popular there.
Right.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
And
hope
look-
I'd rather it be popular. Doesn't matter.
But
Look,
the thing
here's-
is, we got
Yeah.
America's filled with big giant babies that wanna feel opinionated about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with them, for reasons that they want to just feel bad about something in order to get angry about it, so they have something to be angry about because their lives are so unfulfilling that they need something to go on. And so they're gonna take offense to stupid shit like this, or like stupid shit like changing a football team from being the Redskins to something else. And my hand just did a thing again. Okay, but
Yeah,
being
there are
the
so
Redskins to
many
something
other
else.
injustices
I can-
going on to complain about.
So
can
I want to bring
definitely
something up
say,
real quick, because while you're talking about how many stupid
okay,
people are in America,
I was
America's definitely fucking stupid, and I'm going to interrupt you on this because you're going to say something else, and then I'm going to forget what I was going to say. So America's
Ugh,
definitely
I
stupid.
forget.
The entire world is fucking stupid. Everyone on Earth is a goddamn idiot. But it's just that the people who are loudest happen to be the dumbest. Like, it's not that people as a whole are stupid, even though people as a whole are really fucking dumb. It's that the stupidest people have the loudest voices nowadays because people will actively seek out those stupid opinions so they can point at them and say, "See, I told you so." And ignoring the fact that even looking in the Twitter thread that Gizmo linked in the group DM, there was 3 articles from independent video game journalism sites, like journalism sites that aren't affiliated with any big ones, and quoting from the Twitter thread, I haven't seen one actual outlet or gaming personality making that claim. I see lots of people say they made that claim, but no one has any links. Almost like it didn't actually happen as much, and conservatives are making this up again. Again, reading the whole quote because I didn't think to filter myself while reading that.
It's just
It's
Like I
again
said,
people looking for
like,
something to be outraged
well-
at, which gives the idiots a larger voice.
Yes, and
Yeah.
here's the best part about that: the people that are getting upset aren't even the people that are your demographic that you're targeting, because they'll never buy the product that you want. They don't care about your product. They just want to be upset and angry and pissy about shit. As I said, I'm not a football guy. I'm going to say that out there, so I can wrangle it back into what I was
Really?
going to say. I'm not a football guy. I hate
Like
football.
both of
I'm
us
not a big
here.
fan of it. But
Couldn't have told.
I can say, I'm not speaking for every native. I'm native, so like I can say I could give 2 shits as things called a redskin.
Well, no one
I can-
gave 2
and I
shits
know
ages
several
ago,
other
and the
natives
fact
that are
that
the
it's
same
being brought
way.
up now is just ridiculous. Because if you hated it
I-
ages ago,
it's
why
more
weren't
like,
you saying
it's
about
it?
like
how-
just getting offended over stupid bullshit, and then
I
like
care more about how full-blooded natives are being treated today, even still.
right, and like that's the other thing. Everyone's you got people of different demographics asking for reparations. Is like, get in fucking line. I'm gonna be honest. Like, at least everyone's allowed to walk around and enjoy stuff. You have people that are actual Native Americans living on Native American soil, living in third world cities and towns. There's houses that don't have floors, houses that don't have ceilings or windows, and you got people walking around bitching about stupid shit all the time. Like, why can't like McDonald's have this? Or I'm not allowed to. They're not letting me work here because of this. It's like, no. How about not being able to work someplace because you're not allowed to leave the land you're on, or otherwise you're you become heavily taxed, or worse. They don't think like people don't look at the Native Americans, and like out of everything, I find that most, like, I'm gonna be honest, totally candid here. I find that most offensive when people are bitching about everything. It's like you actually have people that are living in in this world that are practically third world citizens that were here first, and you took the land, and then you put them in a little camps, and you said, "This is your land now. We own everything around it." And everyone's too busy bitching about not being able to work here because of this, or not being able to do this because of this. How about not being able to leave your home, or else you you don't get anything. And like I can definitely tell you, but working at a store once that we had people come in that wanted to buy furniture. Well, they can't be taxed. They can claim tax exemption. However, I can't give them tax exemption if they have to get the if they pick up the furniture themselves. I had to give them tax exemption if they picked up the furniture and they had if one of my contractors delivered the furniture to them. And that was the only way I could give them tax exemption. And unfortunately, that extra delivery cost was almost like $300 because they were so far away from the store. Just for the delivery cost. Where they could have just came in and just bought it, but they can't because of the laws I had to follow. These
Your
guys
country is
they get shit
dumb.
on all the time. And no one,
So
not
is
one
yours, bud.
person thinks about these people. I'm very passionate about them. Like not one person ever thinks about the natives, and that bothers me the most. Because this is the land that was stolen from them. They weren't taken from somewhere else. They came here. They walked across. They claimed it, and then someone took it from them.
Yeah.
And they did it, and initially it was a trade out of trust, and then the trust was broken, and then they were wrangled up, and put into little camps, and then they were put into little plots of land that they say they can be yours, and all their laws are there, but the government's not going to assist them. They're not going to help. They're not going to find any way to help them out, and no one's going to cry over them. Not one person will cry over them ever. And I'm so sick of looking in the news and seeing other people, these privileged, like literally privileged people, getting pissy and bullshitty about stupid shit all the time. It bothers the fuck out of me. I am so angry. That's why I get so tired of looking at my Twitter feed. And like I actually had to unfollow a lot of people because I got tired of reading about, oh, these people are being blah blah blah. These people are blah blah blah. That's yet to be proven, but I mean, like, sure. And like I don't know. It's like there's hundreds and hundreds of years of these people being pretty much just stuffed wherever and just shitted on all the time. Do you know there's a pipeline that is trying to go through Native American land right now, and for the last 7 years they've been fighting it?
Is that the Dakota
And
pipeline
the
or a
government's
different
just
one?
gonna take it.
I knew that.
I think that's the
Was that a
pipeline. And
rhetorical
what
question?
happens? The reason
I believe it might
they're
not
all
have been.
offended is because their only water source is where this pipeline's running through. But you know who's going to give them water after that pipeline goes through? Not a goddamn motherfucker. Not one person.
Yeah.
No one's gonna cry out for these people. They're gonna be forced off their land again, and no one cares.
Haven't there literally been shit tons of protests about the Dakota Access Pipeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the Dakotas, and they were brutally attacked by dogs.
Yeah. This situation.
But there's not a whole lot of people, from any other demographic lining up next to them. Just them. And the occasional offended white mom who needs something to do.
I guess the occasionally offended white man, most powerful of most species.
The Karens of most.
Some say they
Right,
could
was-
eviscerate a man with a single thought.
So like, sorry, I got passionate about it. It's just like,
No,
every
that's
time I
good
flip
to-
on the news,
it's
it's
good to be
like
passionate about
one
that.
this demographic's like, oh, I'm being oppressed. It's like, yeah, okay, that's. I'm sorry that it's going on with you. Well, I want reparations for it. Yeah, get in line.
Oh shit, Jesus.
I moved back to Arizona a couple years ago. You know what the treaty
Sure.
for an Apache moving back to Arizona is? You know what the treaty is? 40 acres of land and 2 mules. That's the treaty. But I can definitely tell you I didn't get it.
I just want to say real quick to
You
explain
haven't
my
got
little
your 2
jump there.
mules?
Thank you for the
I get my
follow.
40 acres.
I jump whenever I hear that notification,
About
so
the
sorry
tool
about that.
mules. That's the bit I care about. The tool mules. Mules?
Mules.
Whatever they're
Mules.
called.
Mules.
Yeah, but I didn't get it. I
The-
didn't
the-
that's part of a treaty. They still don't get their land. The Apaches moved back to Arizona and they still haven't got it. They're still stuck into a little reservation. And that was an official treaty that was signed by the government. If they could ever move back, they can get that, and they haven't gotten it.
that's
Sorry to
pretty
hear
much.
No, I'm not.
No,
That's,
it's just like even the situations where they live in is still harsh as well. Like most of the kids are being
Well, as I
raised by
said-
their grandparents because the parents are off doing their own thing or like just being unable
Or they're
to basically
working like
provide for them.
dogs.
Yeah, they're working like we're working like dogs. And then there's like a lot of people like when I saw a video at one point where there was some Native American land and they went to because they have like a lot of water shortage problems where they have to sacrifice like water they used to clean, water they used to bathe with. Like it's usually cycled like through all the same bit in like one tub.
Yep.
And like when they finally like when they got a water tank out there, that was the first time that the grandmother like actually had been able to run water freely. She went around to all the faucets. She was so happy. But that's just one small instance because a lot of them are going through that stuff, and it actually ticks me off and like to see that, and it makes me feel powerless as an individual. Like I don't want to be like also accused of the fact that if I go on there and start like shouting off about that, like oh people are gonna probably like try to shut me down, say shut the hell up, and it's frustrating for that fact. There's a bunch like if people want something to argue about, actually use your energy and focus on something that's actually important for one, instead of being like oh I feel slightly agitated about this. I'm gonna blow this out of proportion and give me money, government.
these are stupid.
Yeah, so like when
Yeah.
I see people, that's why I get so agitated when I see people. Like, but this person's like this because and it offends me in some way because I gotta talk for the younger the minorities because they can't handle it themselves. And it's like when I heard someone say that, like they said that once. I heard someone actually say that once to me. I'm like, why do you feel it necessary to post stupid shit like this online? You're like, well, I feel that it's necessary to talk for the minority since no one else is listening to them. It's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I didn't need you to talk for me in the first place. The reason we don't get pissy about stupid shit is because we don't care.
So you're simultaneous. Okay, I'm going to. This is going to sound really fucking rude what I'm about to say, but you're simultaneously complaining about nobody caring about minority problems, and then also about the people who
No.
say anything about it.
No.
No.
There's bigger fish
You're
to
getting
fry,
it
is
wrong.
what Frosted is saying.
Yeah, I could give a shit if a team's named the Redskins. I do care about people getting water. That's
So
what I'm
selective
talking.
arguments
Yeah.
is what you want.
Yeah, it's the people
Yeah.
complaining on Twitter about cultural appropriation, but not giving two craps about somebody who's
The actual
being
issue.
kicked off their own land and not affording clean water.
Yeah, I get what you
Things
mean.
that matter.
But yeah,
I
the-
have a
it's
question.
just
Well, I have a little
Yes.
statement to say then. I believe the point has been made. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I think we should move it to a lighter topic because it has at the moment just been a lot of political.
Shark Boy and
Well, yeah.
motherfucking Lava Girl.
Thank
You're
you.
such a
Should
nerd.
should we say Shark Dad and Lava Mom?
Shark Dad and
No,
Lava
talking
Mom.
about-
Oh.
Oh, this was my last minute goddamn topic because I
Yes.
literally was browsing Twitter in the 5 minutes I had before I started setting my shit up for streaming today, and Shark Boy and motherfucking Lava Girl is getting a Netflix sequel. It's going to be shit, and I'm going to love it.
What?
And here's
Is
the
it bad
kicker.
that I
So
Here's
Shark
the real
Boy and
kicker.
Lava-
the original Shark Boy
Here's
and
the
Lava
real
Girl?
kicker about the
To add to
the
Max's
original you can like,
excitement,
like,
you have no
absolutely
idea how
no
excited
but
this
that.
boy was when he posted this thing.
And here's the thing. Now
Oh, yeah.
I read it a little bit. Like the thing that really caught my eye on most of it was that like apparently they're gonna be older, but they have a child together, and it has both shark and lava powers.
Okay, I'm gonna read the fucking tweet.
I just,
Shark Boy and Lava
I
Girl
still
will
don't
return in
understand.
Robert
It's a little
Rodriguez's
bit.
It's a
Netflix
literal
film
shark with
We Can
lasers.
Be Heroes as superhero parents who now have a daughter with shark and lava powers. As of now, only Lava Girl has a speaking
That
role.
was stupid.
So it sounds
I
like
love
it's
it.
not going to be a direct sequel to Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but more like it's going to be part of the cinematic universe.
There's
Oh
gonna be a
my
cinematic
God.
universe.
There's a
That's
Shark
Spy
Boy
Kids
and
and
Lava
Shark
Girl
Boy and Lava
cinematic
Girl?
universe.
Wait.
God, please be
Big son.
Do you
as
get?
epic as
I'm
the
not sure if anybody
Marvel
remembers, but
George
remember
Lopez back
the
as
actual,
Mr. Electric.
like, I hope so. I
Oh.
hope so.
That would be
Inject that
Oh,
awesome.
shit
I want
straight into my
Taylor
veins.
Lautner to just bomb it.
Has anybody ever watched the movie Shorts from like the same person, like the same
No.
director?
Oh my god,
Sure.
fuck
kinda
that
wish I
movie.
had.
What's short?
That
Shorts.
movie is god awful, and I saw it as a fucking kid, so that's how bad it fucking
I've
is.
never heard of it.
So Shorts is from the same person that made Shark Boy
Bad
and
Boy
Lava
and Lava
Girl
Girl.
and and Spy Kids.
Spy Kid?
But Shorts
Spy
And Machete.
is like
Kids creeped me out a little bit.
that's right.
The first one definitely is a kid. Yeah.
I preferred like 3. I really do prefer 3 of all the movies.
I need to go back and watch a lot of them.
But Shorts was
that
like
Wishing Rock movie.
yes.
Oh, the
I actually
Wishing
like
Rock,
that.
yeah.
Oh my god, I
like
just
that.
remembered it. That was like a hit to my nostalgia bar.
I actually enjoyed that
Someone
movie. I
punched
really
me in the
did.
gut and nostalgia came back.
I enjoyed that movie a lot. That and 3 of Spy Kids. Because I just like the video game aspect of it.
I
But
liked Spy Kids, and I like that Machete is technically in a shared universe with Spy Kids.
Yep.
Spy Kids is just better Ready Player One. Discuss.
I question why in Spy Kids
That's a
they
kid's
used
3D game
thumb
over.
people.
The thumb people,
We are-
the thumbs, yeah.
Thumb
Yeah. Those
Thumb
were
Thumb's my
weird.
favorite part of that
Sleebles.
movie.
When I watched
No,
them
no,
when I was younger, I was
Sleebles.
scared of my own hands.
yes.
You know,
I
is
can
it
see.
okay?
I can see.
Is it
Random
weird
looking at
that I
and
saw
going,
Spy
I
Kids
have
2
those.
before I saw Spy Kids 1?
No.
I mean, you were a kid, so it doesn't matter. So
That's
no,
the Steve
I'm not too
Buscemi one,
bothered.
isn't it?
Do you think
Yes, it
God
is.
stays in heaven because he too is afraid of what he created?
No one should be afraid of Spy Kids.
Okay,
It was a
I
fucking
picture God
cinematic
sitting
masterpiece.
there just drinking like down on earth, questioning what the fuck he made.
What
No,
have I
you
made?
got-
What mistakes have I done?
He's
He's just
sitting
sat there going, "Oh,
having a
for
little
fuck's!
drink.
I've done it again. I've done it again."
It's
He's
like,
more- he's
oh
He's
my
more
god,
made his own
imagine.
hell.
That would be funny if like you look at God, and there's, like he's sitting up there, like crouching behind a cloud and looking down on Earth, like, damn, Earth, you scary.
I think
Damn, Earth! I don't
more of
remember
like-
asking you to do all this.
gets a Coke, pops it. You guys are right. That's why I do stay up there.
Next.
I don't mess with y'all anymore.
Single
Outta
fucking tear comes down his eye.
Back here.
It's been quite
So-
a while since.
Kind of jump off the Shark Boy and Lava Girl because I believe that.
Why would you ever want to leave this topic?
Easy
Because Frosted hates fun.
because
I forgot
yeah,
about
I'm a
that.
fun sucker.
He'll suck the
Because
fun
my
right out of
topic-
your fucking veins.
I can't believe tomorrow's.
I'm
You're
a
gonna be a
big
great
fun
dad
sucker.
because I already
But my-
hate you.
Yep. I see Saturday.
No, Brett. My topic is something along the lines of what you wanted to talk about last.
Cool. You're gonna have to refresh my
Frosted, we
memory
didn't
'cause
have an
even
episode
I
last
can't remember
week.
that.
I said what he wanted to talk about. Not what he did.
What was it?
Yeah, you have to refresh my memory too.
Okay,
You have to,
scrolling
man,
up
it
in the
was
grid
2 weeks
DM.
ago. I don't remember what I had this morning for breakfast.
Let me drop the bigger hint on you. Bread. Perez.
Oh my god, I remember now.
There you go. Okay. So
Clip that chat.
all right. So so
Yeah, that was
there, so
funny.
there's a game. There's a game that has been talked about, and they're thinking of coming out. And I think there was a commercial for it. I'd have to.
There
look
was a
at it
trailer
later,
released
but
for
the
it.
game's called. Yeah. And the game is very reminiscent of like Night Trap to give you an idea how like it's set up. But the whole premise, the game is called Gamer Girl, and the whole
It is.
premise is you're
Oh,
a
Gamer
white
Girl
knight.
bathwater.
You know,
Oh,
I
no, it's
just want to
bad.
say,
You're a white knight.
before we
Good.
get into the, before we get
Wait,
into
wait, I
this,
really.
before we get into this, I just want to say I found out about this game because I was browsing Twitter. I saw fucking Gamer Girl trending on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then it wasn't.
One sucker. One sucker.
Isn't it that horror
You know,
game?
Twitter's a
don't wanna
terrible
talk
trending
about this.
place.
Yeah, but it's
Game.
funny when people,
What is
when
it, the
random ass
Shadow
things like
Stairs?
Gamer
It
Girl or Harambe
sounds
start trending, and I want to find out
interesting.
why. My God.
Well, the reason
Okay,
I want to talk about
just
it
from the
is
trailer,
because
ignoring the controversy around it, it doesn't look fun. Just gonna say that right now.
No,
well, the reason I
your
wanted to
whole,
talk about it
the whole thing in it,
was
you're a white knight moderator whose job it is to, for some reason, steer this girl in the right direction, as though she can't think for herself at any point in time and needs your opinion on everything. Which, I mean, like, okay, but you're supposed to control the chat that's going on, and then there's some crazy events that start happening where there's a stalker in her chat, and what happens is in that chat, her stalker starts getting obsessive and it begins hunting her down, and you have to walk her and guide her through all this stuff. Now, that sounds like an interesting premise to a game.
wait before
you
you
hate
say it
yourself-
because I want to say it. I have been
Oh,
waiting
I'm
to
gonna,
say
I'm,
this.
I'm gonna
Now
toss
I've
it to you as
remembered
soon as
it.
I say it. All right, but that sounds like an interesting premise to the game. Except there's currently something going on that is just like this, and it is in bad taste and poorly timed. Bread, take it away.
So, a streamer by the name of Sweet Anita has just been harassed by a stalker.
Yes.
Oh my.
Not
She's
just been. She's been harassed.
oh
by
yeah,
a
he's
stalker the
been
last
he's been
year.
going for a while, and this game was announced, and it got very popular just around the time the stalker got a little serious. So Sweet Anita was, I believe, has reported this stalker many a time,
Yes.
and recently he showed up near a newsagent's that she was like shopping at with a knife,
Uh-oh.
planning to kill her, and was luckily stopped by
That was
two
the
very
last they heard
beautiful
of him.
strangers.
That was the last they heard of him for a little while.
Yikes.
And I guess he's back now again in her chat, talking, and he's sending her like different things from different accounts threatening to kill her. She said she's even seen him standing outside her house waiting for her to come outside, and no one's doing anything because technically he hasn't done anything, and that's kind of scary. You gotta wait for someone
Yeah.
to do something in order to do something.
Well, I mean, he's already done something. He's attempted to kill her. He had the knife and there was evidence, so I don't know why they're not doing anything.
Right.
The one
I don't
thing.
understand why this guy's not already
Come on.
arrested.
Come over here.
In jail.
Yeah, April, this story.
Step on my lawn. Step on my lawn. Come on. Oh,
Well, that's
come on,
because
come
you're
on.
in Texas. you're in
I'm not in
Texas.
Texas.
It's a shit.
I'm not in Texas.
I thought you were. No, you're not. You're
No.
not. You're in Texas. Yee.
Ugh.
You're not.
Yee.
God,
Yeah,
you
you're
would say ye, wouldn't you?
I'm disappointed
mean,
you didn't
pretty
follow
much.
up that
I
ye
mean,
with a ha.
She
I
lives,
have.
lives in that state where it's like step on my property. I shoot without asking questions.
I
I
probably
forgot what
shouldn't have
state.
said that. It probably is. I know for definitely not from the reaction. It is probably different from other states. But
Yeah, it's different for other states.
Which is why in Texas
bad,
it's virtually
sorry.
impossible to roll
It's
anyone's
okay.
stuff.
Dab.
Yeah,
So I just wanna
Texas has the
I just wanna bring up in
just a
chat.
quick thing before I forget.
Okay.
Texas has the shortest collection ban in any state. You can only collect on something for 3 years, and then it's dropped off your record.
Wait,
Because
Texas
it's
is
so impossible to
weird.
collect from a Texan for anything that they just said, you know what? If you can't get it, you ain't gonna get it, and that's how Texas works. Like I remember when I was
That's just duty to-
We just don't care.
I remember when I
That's
did-
pretty much it.
No, like giving you an idea, it's like if someone, you guys have a rule where if someone comes onto your property, you have full permission to shoot them on site for protection. Now, here's the fun part. If someone comes to collect and repo their products on your land, and you can still stop them from coming to your house. So 99% of the time in Texas, they don't repo because they don't want to get killed. It just goes into collections. It's true. It just goes into collections, and collections tries their best to get the property.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be the poor
get the
repo
money
guy
for
that
it.
comes to the door and knocks at the door. The man's just sat there with a 3 gauge going, "You want to fuck off?"
Fuck God.
Good lord.
If there's a 3 gauge out there, I
I'm
really
not
hope
sure
it's
if that's
locked
how
away
it is
somewhere
over here,
safe and
though.
never used.
RNG.
I know
Okay,
it's the
Someone's
same.
running for your life right
so
now?
I
Pretty sure it's
want
the same,
to
like,
All right, going back to you,
that
Max.
one
Sorry.
land.
I want to bring
It's-
up in chat. Kid Flash has said the game seems like an interesting
Kid.
story game, which a game can have the most interesting story in the world, but if it doesn't have that interactivity that makes a game good, it's going to be a shit game. And just looking at the trailer for that, it has less
Right.
interactivity than fucking Super Seducer. It gives you 2 choices to pick from every time, and then you
I
pick
love
one of
Super
those.
Seducer. Don't
50-50
badmouth
shot.
that game.
Super
I'm going to
Seducer is
play
a
this
shit game
because
objectively.
It sounds interesting
I
enough to
know, but
actually
it's funny.
try out.
I
Well,
don't
the
believe
thing-
this
the
game.
thing
I'm
is-
just gonna forget about this game, honestly.
I'm gonna.
I just
try
want to
to
say,
play it
Well,
purely
that's
from a
the thing, a lot
gameplay
of people just don't.
perspective, like ignoring everything else, it just does not look like a fun game.
I saw the
No.
trailer for it.
Mhm.
I looked at it. Was like,
Well, the
no,
game
I'm
got
good.
so much negative. The game got so much negative press. PlayStation pulled it off their pulled the demo. Well, not demo, but video off their market.
There was going to be a beta for that?
I think so.
Beta.
They pulled
What's
the trailer.
beta for that?
Yeah, they pulled the
There's
trailer.
not even alpha for that.
No, yeah,
anymore.
they pulled the trailer, and I think on YouTube they disabled the comments and like. So yeah, not a very
Oh,
well received game.
Also, can we just address how
Oh.
fucking god awful it is to
That
hear
was a
someone
heckin'
go,
grunt.
"Hey moderator, can you help me with this?" Like, streamers know their mods by fucking name.
EOCR.
Like, you just saying, "Hey moderator,
give
can you help
ourselves
me
our
with this?"
names.
Calling up, "Hey moderator, I know I'm talking to you directly over the phone, but can you help me with this? I don't know your actual name. Your name is
Well,
moderator."
obviously, if they typed in their own name of moderator or whatever, like you it would if they say if they were.
But even
I'm
then,
pretty
you'd
sure
say,
if
"Can I
like,
get the
you put in
mods
your
to
own,
do
like,
something about
name,
this?" You don't just say moderator. I've never heard a Twitch streamer go, "Hey moderator, can you do your job?"
Unless their Twitch name is moderator.
Yeah, unless that is the Twitch name.
Twitch.tv/moderator.
you've-
If you're out there, give me a call. I have some stalkers I need help with.
I'm pretty sure.
That
Right,
man is
like,
probably
but,
getting
like,
a lot of
What are you
PMs
gonna?
right
What are you
now.
gonna do? You're the guy sitting on the other end of a phone / text message / wall of text. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're just a
I
guy.
hope there's an option in that game where she calls you, she's like, "Hey moderator, I need some help." So, what do you want to help me with? Mind bullets?
it's like
I think this whole-
Danganronpa, but with mind bullets instead of truth bullets.
Right?
This whole game itself is just I think it's just a big joke, really. The
It's
person
a
that made
crock
it
of
was like,
shit.
it's just
It
Is
was
what this
made to
game
get
is.
the bad
It
so
was
they could
quite
sell it.
literally improvised
Make
as they
it.
were filming it.
What? Literally?
Wow.
Yes. I have an article pulled
Really?
up. Let me find the quote again. I saw it and then I scrolled a little
sounds-
further and then I lost it.
Man, so
Ah.
much for a big budget game, huh?
Oh, it definitely wasn't big budget.
Not at all.
No, because if it was big budget, you'd have like someone like Pokemon in the middle of the game.
Interestingly, this is being positioned as the first improvised FMV game, with the press release drawing comparisons to found footage movies like The Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity. Part of the game will involve protecting Abby, the main character, from a predator and following her as she takes her streaming into the
I'm sorry,
dangerous
her
real
name
world
is not Abby.
scenarios.
Why is
Abby
her
spelled
Have you ever met a Twitch-
ABBI.
That's a shit Twitch name. You wouldn't get followers like that. It'd be called XXX Super Tit.
I mean, to be
XXX,
fair, one of Twitch's top streamers right now is literally just called Ludwig.
Yeah, but
Well, at least
that's
better
not his
than
real
Abby.
name.
No, that's his real last name.
I mean,
Is his name
Ludwig?
really Ludwig?
Yeah, there's just a dude named Ludwig that's his
Awesome.
Twitch name, just Ludwig, and
Oh.
that's his fucking stream. He's one of Twitch's top streamers right now.
I don't know. That
Yeah, I
sounds
know
like a
who
badass
Ludwig
name, though,
is. I
not
just
gonna lie.
thought that wasn't his real
Yeah,
name.
Ludwig.
That's a pretty badass name, not gonna lie.
He has got a pretty cool name, you have to admit.
Yeah, he shares it with one of the Koopa kids from Mario. And also
Oh, yeah, it does
drums.
sound
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
boss-ass people.
Wait, which one is Ludwig again? Is it the fat one? I know Morton's the kiss one.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now.
this is too real.
Ludwig Mario.
I'm pretty sure
He's
Ludwig
the
is
blue-haired one.
yeah, the fat one with the blue
He's
hair.
the blue-haired one. Yeah.
Does he have blue hair and is fat? I know this for certain he isn't.
He is kind of chunky, but there's a bigger one. That's why I just
You
couldn't
get-
find my blue hair.
Why did
Wait
that
a
sound
second,
personal?
what happened to
He is
Frosted?
kind of chunky.
I don't know. I
Frosted
saw this
accidentally
earlier.
clicked on an invite from another world.
Son of a
Anyways,
Cool, he's
biscuit.
doing
Oh.
stupid things again, that's great.
Okay, hold on. I gotta
You know,
position
for a
my social
large
menu.
streamer, he is a bit of an idiot.
Okay, it won't. There we go.
But
It's
I'm
a
not
comeback.
entirely wrong, am I?
I left it.
Like, he's put...
Everybody's
I'm
got their
almost.
own
I
version
think
of
he's put on
stupidity.
record to say that he's
Myself
spent
included.
about 1,000 hours in this game, or at least more than that. If for 1,000 hours you can't figure out not to click things,
Gotta read them.
yeah, but there's reading and there's clicking.
Yeah.
And I believe he's a
So,
bit of an
while
idiot.
Frost is gone, y'all want to talk
He's a
shit?
lovable idiot.
Because this
but
is
he's a
going to
bit
be
of
in
an
the
idiot.
recording, but it's not going to be on his stream. Yo, time to
He's
demo.
so
Frosted is a
annoying.
B-tier
I don't
streamer
even
that
know
got
why
famous
they
off the back
keep
of
him
someone else.
Top 10
around.
facts
Like we
about
did.
Frosted
Yo, no,
Fricks.
time
He
to
keeps
demo
on
my
babbling
Frosted
on
Tricks
and
diss track.
on.
I'm gonna give y'all the first verse if I can just pull this up real quick.
Well, if you actually got a
Did you actually
verse.
write
I've got
this?
a verse, and I haven't written anything else.
You know, I'm almost
wow.
simultaneously proud and
That's
appalled.
impressive.
Okay, hold up. Let me pull it up. It's hard to scroll.
I
Fuck,
just
I've
can't
got a
wait until
Google
next
document
month. I
with
can't
like
wait to play the
3
Samurai
verses
Jack
from
game.
3 different things I'm writing.
That's gonna be fun.
Frosted, buddy, old pal of
Back.
mine, it's time to
He's
teach
back,
you
he's
how to
back, he's
stay
back,
in
he's
line.
back.
Who's the better of us? So hold all the fuss and let this track ignite. I could show you how to. Shit. I could call you short and laugh, alright. But I don't deal in low blows, I only deal in high. And this ain't a fight, it's a track, alright. So sorry if I miss you pretty low to the ground. Okay, no more messing around. It's time for the diss. Are you ready for this? I think you're a pretty neat person that I like to hang around. Really, can I say that you make my day worse? And when I hang with you, I rarely frown. Wait a sec, all I said is that you're entertaining as heck. Nothing pertaining to the diss track. And that's all I have so far.
Boy,
I think you've done well.
Boy.
Somebody he is slaying, but
Hey,
somebody
Fricks.
clip that. That was amazing.
You know, from my point of view,
Boy.
he looked pretty pissed.
Kid Flash, thank you
Yeah,
for the
from my
single
point of
bit.
view.
I think that was just to stop you.
A performance so great that I got a single bit
I
for
will
it.
admit, the lyrics are
proud of that.
interesting. The flow needs a little bit
I know.
of work.
I
Oh,
ran through it last
God,
night,
now I
and
have to-
Frosted can
Alright, here
confirm that
come
I
the
did
voice
run through it last
changers.
night, and I went through it with a much better flow.
Yeah, I think you need to lube up your lips a bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. I'll
use
go
that.
through it one more
This
time.
now.
I'm not actually going to do that. My flow is normally pretty good when I rap. It's just I haven't warmed up.
Just lay
I
down
believe you.
straight beats.
I'm annoyed he's done it this way.
Minutes, so please be patient with me.
okay, T-Pain.
Oh,
Jungle,
no.
if I send you the lyrics right now, will you do the rap with that voice mod on?
Sure.
Yeah. Leaving the fact-
Yeah, bring it
leaving the
on,
factory shit.
boy.
Okay, hold on. This is gonna take it. Okay, gotta
This
highlight
is-
this.
Part of the diss track EP we're making.
Yeah, we're all
I
gonna
don't
take
know what
turns
this
writing
is.
diss tracks on each other. Who gets me? I want to know because I'm curious.
I'll do you.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
no.
not-
I
Oh,
won't.
everyone diss
I'll
tracks the
do
person to
Dara.
their right. Which means Dara gets
No,
me.
but I wanna do
you
Dara.
get- You get
Oh.
Dara, Dara gets me,
I get
I get
Dara.
Frosted, Frosted gets Crystal, Crystal gets Jacob, Jacob gets Jungle, Jungle gets Arctic,
could not
Arctic gets
discuss
Gizmo.
nonsense.
He can't put out an EP on his wife.
The only diss tracks I can do are positive diss
Oh,
tracks.
I mean, to be fair, did you
I
hear the
can't-
Nah,
lyrics
mine's
of the
gonna
one
tear
that
up
I
his
that I did?
Awesome for
Nerd.
this.
I can't.
Okay, Jungle, I sent you the lyrics. They're in our DMs
I
on
wouldn't
Discord.
even know what to write about Gizmo.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
wouldn't
in my
even do it in the
store,
first
in-
place.
I
Probably,
don't
to be
know enough
quite
about
honest.
Red Fox. I
in
can
my
throw
store
something
too,
together.
so I totally understand.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright.
I'm ruining
So some
Dara's
newspaper.
career.
Okay,
Here we go.
Jungle's doing the fucking rap.
Oh.
Everyone, shut the hell
I'm
up.
ready.
I hate
Frosted, buddy, old pal of mine. It's time to teach you how to stay in line. Here's the better of us. Who's the better of us? So hold on the fuss and let the diss track ignite. I can call you short and not alright, but I don't deal with no blows, and I only deal in high. And this ain't a fight, it's a track, alright. Bill, I'm sorry if I miss. You're pretty low to the ground. Okay, no more joking around.
Wow.
It's time for the diss. Are you ready for this? I think you're a pretty neat person that I like to hang around. Really, can I say that you make my day worsen? When I hang with you, I rarely frown. Wait a sec. All I've said is you're entertaining as heck. Nothing pertaining to this diss track.
My God.
That
was
is
beautiful.
Max's
That is
EP
the
will be
best
coming
thing
soon.
I've ever heard. Oh my god.
Anyways, I still need to make a
I
beat for
want
that
some
and
of
finish the
that
fucking
later.
lyrics.
Came back to autotune. Right. Right.
I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. I got nothing.
It's a diss track. I am brutally insulting Frosted with every word written in that.
You sure?
Well, he called me short like 4 times.
Twice.
Yeah, but you are.
Twice,
Before those are
Frosted.
2 different measurements.
Aye.
Kid Flash, thank you for the bit.
I'll just go back later and clip it.
It's hard to be 4 inches tall. I'm a 5 foot.
Aw.
You're right, Frosted. It is
Poor,
hard to
just
be a
so
short ass, but it's a shame you are one.
So anyone have anything else they want to talk about? Because I feel like
to be
I feel like this is a good place to end.
I think it's broken
Yeah.
down for
No,
me.
it was
Oh,
good
I think this
positive.
has been this is usually where we end because
Yeah,
we've completely
okay,
derailed.
everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the ZTR podcast. Don't forget to wear your
Guys, don't go
fucking
anywhere, I'm
masks.
still here.
And until we see you next time, check out more episodes on our YouTube channel. Bye.
Can't waffle.
Yeah.